Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we will talk about one of my favorite road trips all across Asia, which is the Ha Giang Loop. What is Ha Giang Loop? A lot of you might have seen reels on Instagram or maybe even YouTube videos of people going on very thin roads, biking there, and exploring some amazingly green scenery. It's almost lush green throughout. Very beautiful roads. It's a very challenging route as well, depending on the level of driving that you're comfortable with. But yeah, that's Ha Giang Loop. It takes a few days to do, depending upon your exact itinerary, the exact stops you want to make. And this route is right at the north of Vietnam. Some parts of the route are very close to the border with China. So yeah, I think I would love to tell you guys about this route, how best you can do it, what are some hacks that you should know along the way. I've done this in 2023. We did it in the middle of the year around June, July. It was an amazing time to really do it. And yeah, that will be amongst my recommendations too. How do you do it? Right. So all right, let's get to it. Let's really understand what the Hajiang Loop is, where is it, and how do you really look at a route that kind of works best for you, right? So you can really just go out there, Google Hajiang Loop route, and what happens is you will get quite a few like itineraries over here, which not necessarily you will like or you will want to follow. Like these guys go from Hajiang, they're coming back to Hajiang. They have a few interesting stops, but again, this is very subjective in terms of your preferences. That do you really want to do it from them, right? So let's first understand how. Step number one: how do you even get to Hajiang, right? So I'm over here on Google Maps. I go to Ha Giang, and I put the start point, that is Hanoi, because mostly you will have to fly into Hanoi. It is the closest to Ha Giang, and this is kind of where you are. So from Hanoi, once you land in Hanoi in the morning, if you manage to land in very early morning, which is what quite a few flights from India do land in that early, you can actually take a shuttle that goes from the airport itself all the way to Hajiang. That takes 5 to 6 hours, as you're seeing over here. And otherwise, you can spend the day in Hanoi, explore Hanoi in your way. And at night, you can take an overnight sleeper bus that goes again all the way to Hajiang. So that's kind of your step number one. You should get yourself to Hajiang, right? Now, step number two. Once you are in Hajiang, you will have to like a rent a bike, and b take another very interesting decision. That is, are you going to do it yourself or not? While most of you might be thinking that hey, let's really do it ourselves, you'll be surprised to know that there's a lot of people who do come to Hajiang, and looking at the road conditions, they aren't very confident about doing it themselves. They take something which is called an easy rider, which means that they have a local professional riding the bike and you're just sitting behind them. Most of the time, that comes as part of a group tour that many of these places organize. Uh, there's a few pros and cons to that. What are the pros? Pros are that there's no tension on you. You just sit, you enjoy the views, you have a good few days. The cons is that you are forced to be along that predetermined itinerary. You cannot, find those local gems along the way and just make them yours. So that's really what got to me also on the tours that we were being served at the time. So what we decided to do was to go ourselves, and for that we rented out a bike. Luckily, my friend is a much better rider than I am, so he did most of the riding. I had the opportunity to sit behind and enjoy the views on most cases. But yeah, that was us. It was two of us. We took a bike. We like strapped our bags onto that, and we were then along the way. As you can see here, this entire area is very close to the China border, and you might be wondering, hey, what all should I like really include? Because all these places are beautiful in themselves. I will say though that there is a hack here, that not all operators do allow you to do a half loop tour, right? But we did manage to like find some local guides that allowed us to do a half loop tour. So what happens in a half loop tour is that you start from Ha Giang, and then in a few days you find your way into Khao Bang, right? Where it's another very beautiful place. This amazing waterfall that you see here. There's another set of caves which are amazing. So Khao Bang is perhaps the most like beautiful place that we got to see this entire tour. So it is definitely worth doing a Hajiang to a Khao Bang trip, and where you need to include a few things along the way just to make your trip more holistic. Oh, my bad. I think I just selected a wrong cow bang. Okay, let's go. Yeah, cow bang. Cool. So on the face of it, this looks like a 7 hour odd tour, but that's kind of not how we are going to do it. We will do it over a few days. A good first place to stop after Hajiang, instead of just riding all the way to Khao Bang in almost the highway route that you're seeing over here, it is to go to this place called Miovac. So I'll just put in Miovac to show you. Yeah. So Miovac is somewhere here. Yes, it is over here. Miovac, good 4.5 hours drive. It's a lovely, it's a and a very lovely place. You get to take in a lot of good views. There are a few small narrow winding roads as well that you can go there. You can go all the way down to the river and see the river flowing as well. So this would be my opinion here, that you take some time, you go to Miovac, and then that's probably where I'll say that you should stop for the first night. Uh, Night two, you again wake up pretty early. You start from Miovac, and then you start making your way from Miovac into Khao Bang, and that's where you kind of can take your decision on where to spend some more time sightseeing. It is a very simple 5 hour road, but you can actually just go on a bit of a detour, see some extra places, because that's a good thing about the Ha Giang Loop, that as many detours you keep taking, your experience just keeps enhancing. We've seen some very flat rice fields all around the place. We've seen rice fields a little on the hilly mountains as well. The rivers have been gushing throughout, so it is a place to take your detours. There are a lot of limestone hills which really come out of almost nowhere, and then you're just driving through those. So the views are amongst the best in the world that you will see. If you love biking, it's really a trip for you. Yeah, and that kind of would be how I would look at a high level in terms of the high level route planning for Ha Giang Loop. And I would suggest that if you're, say, short on time, to explore this half loop tour. From Khao Bang, again, pretty easy. How do you get back to Hanoi? That's one thing that you will have to do. You will get multiple buses that ply overnight, and from Khao Bang, that will very easily. It shows 6 hours. That's kind of how long it will take. You can get back to Hanoi. What I'll advise is, from Hanoi you can maybe even take a quick ride up to Halong and just explore the Halong Bay, because that's also a very amazing site. So this entire part of North Vietnam is really like beautiful, lush green, great mountains that you've not seen in most other places, and yeah, that would be my way of giving you the overview for the Ha Giang Loop. Thank you.